What's up guys, MomoJiri here, and today we have part 2 of our overall discussion of the blackwing archetype. Last time we went over the blackwing effect monsters. Now we're going to go into the spells and traps, and then the last one is going to be the synchros and exceeds, and really what we can do with the blackwing deck. So right now we're going to go over the spells first. There aren't many. This is all that DevPro's giving me. If there are any more that I missed, tell me. And we're going to go over the traps, which are extensive and excessive. But we're going to do it anyway. So, first card is Cards for Blackfeather. Now, this is a card that I've been testing for a very long time. And I really don't know how many I should play. Because it's a great card in 3s. It's a great card in 2s and 1s. Now, many people don't want to play it in 3s because you're banishing 1 to draw 2. Overall, it evens you out. But it's not doing anything for you. Like with Dragon Rulers, you banish one of them and then they get you another one. But with this card, you banish them and you don't get them back. And it's really hard to get them back. So this is a card I've shied away from over the years. Now this card reads, remove from play 1 blackwing monster in your hand to draw 2 cards. You cannot special summon the turn you activate this card, and you can only activate 1 card for black feathers per turn. Now, there's a really nice combo where you use this, then use Allure of Darkness. No, I'm sorry. First you use Black Whirlwind, search out a blackwing, then you use this, then you use Allure of Darkness, then you use Power Duality. So that's 4 search and draw cards in the same turn. But in the end, you're not really left with anything more than what you began with. So, I'll have to pass on it for now. Next we have Against the Wind. This is another card that I've really been wanting to play for a very long time, but haven't really gotten around to do it because of the life point cost. I mean, people play Soul Charge, but in the end, this could be a dead draw. This could have comboed perfectly well with cards for Blackfeather if it let us take a banished Blackwing and add it to our hand. That would have been absolutely beautiful, but they didn't do that. So, now Against the Wind. Select 1 blackwing monster in your graveyard, take damage equal to the attack of the selected monster, and add it to your hand. Now, you could combo this with Burrow Behind the Door to send that damage back to your opponent, but that is very impractical. Just to do a little shenanigans there, doesn't really do much for you. So, damage and the fact that it could be a dead draw early on sucks. But I want to put in the deck. I don't know. Right now I'm running a bit of a stun Blackwing deck. I like it because it wins, but it's not the Blackwings that I know and love over the years. So we're going to pass on this card. Next we have Blackwing Strife. It reads, send 1 Blackwing monster from your hand to the graveyard to select 1 defense position monster your opponent controls. Send that monster to the graveyard. This would be good against artifacts and gear gears because you just, send their Fire Hand, Gear Armors, anything in defense to the graveyard. So that's pretty good. But the fact that it's a -1 sucks. Because you have to use this and send a Blackwing to send 1 card your opponent controls to the graveyard. So you're going minus there. But it might be useful later on if everyone's going really defensive. So it's a no. Next we have Raptor Wing Strike. Return 1 face of Blackwing you control to the deck to add 1 Blackwing monster from your deck to your hand. Now that's not bad, because you could just, keep replenishing everything. Now if it's under Phoenix Chain, if it's under anything really, you could just send it back and then get another copy of itself or something else that you would want. But it's not that good. It really isn't. I mean, maybe I could test in a new build. I don't know. I like it. Just the fact that you could just recycle them. But you can't summon 2 monsters in 1 turn unless you use double summon. Maybe I could combo it together. Ooh, another deck idea. Stay tuned. Next we have Black Whirlwind. Now, when a Blackwing monster is normal summoned to your side of the field, you can add 1 Blackwing monster from your deck to your hand that has less attack than that monster. Do I really have to say anymore? This card makes Blackwings Blackwings. This is too good, and that's why they limited it for such a long time, and now it's back to 3 because They think that's not going to wreck face. I'm going to show you how much face it wrecks. So, of course, it's going in. And at 3. Next, we have the traps. Next, we have Blackwing Revenge. It's one of the new cards that came out in Dragons of Legend. Now, it reads, if a Wing Beast type monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, special summon 2 Blackwing Crest tokens. Wing Beast type, Dark, level 2, attack 0, defense 800. Now, this is good if they were tuners. Nah. But, I mean, it's pretty good. But the fact that they have to get destroyed by battle, and you don't want your Blackwing getting destroyed by battle, so that sucks. But, I mean, if I was going to make an entire Blackwing-oriented deck with no outside support, this might be going in. Maybe Pendulums. Maybe add some Pendulums in there. Put all the Blackwing support. It could be something. That's not a work in progress. But, for the deck I'm playing right now, it's a no. Next, we have Fake Feather. You send 1 Blackwing monster from your hand to the graveyard and select 1 normal trap card in your opponent's graveyard. The effect of this card would be the same as the selected normal trap card. Now, that's good. Because you can copy your opponent's Torrential, Mirror Force, opponent's Delta Crows, Icarus Attacks, Trap Stuns, Dimensional Prisons, Deck Devastation Virus, any of that. But the fact that you have to send 1 to get 1 and use this, you're going minus, so that's a no to this card. Next we have Blackwing Bombardment. Tribute 1 Blackwing monster to select 1 face-up synchro monster you control. That synchro monster gains attack equal to the attack of the tributed monster until the end phase. Blackwings are very synchro-oriented, so I could see why they did something like this. But, I mean, it's okay, but you don't really battle anymore. You kind of destroy a monster before they attack anyway. So this is good, but it's bad. And it's a no. Next we have Black Feather Beacon. It is activated only when you take damage from a card effect. You special summon 1 level 4 lower Blackwing monster from your hand. Why do we need to do that? My Blackwings want to be normal summoned anyway. And special summoning isn't going to do anything for me. And card effect. Card effect. When the card effects become a thing. Now we have a funny trap card. Blackwing Booby Trap. When this set card is destroyed by opponent's card effect where you control a face-up Blackwing monster, inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent and draw 1 card. Now that's good if you like doing shenanigans. But it's not because it's shenanigans. I mean, the damage is nice and you could draw a card. But you have to have a face-up Blackwing and your opponent has to destroy by a card effect. If you don't randomly blind MST, I mean, I could play 3 of these and have fun with it. But that doesn't happen very often, so that's going to be a no. Next we have Blackback. A card I really want to use, but I don't know. Activate only during your turn. Select 1 Blackwing monster with 2,000 less attack in your graveyard and special summon it. You cannot normal summon or set the turn you activate this card. So, I mean, the fact that you can't normal summon or set sucks. But you could special summon a Blackwing if you need it. You could synchro with it, exceed with it, anything like that. But the fact that you can only activate during your turn sucks. And for the deck I'm playing right now, it's a no. Next we have Black Thunder. Black Thunder! Black Thunder! Activate only when a Blackwing monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard. Everything wants to be destroyed by battle. This isn't the same game. And inflict 400 damage to your opponent for each card your opponent controls. Not bad. Your opponent controls about 5, they take a good 2,000 points of damage. But if they don't, I mean, if your opponent controls that many cards, you're doing it wrong. If your opponent controls that many more cards than you, you're really doing it wrong. Because Blackwings are all about advantage. But unless we're playing a burn-oriented deck, this is a no. Black Boost. Another Blackwing draw card. Remove from play 2 face-up Blackwing tuners you control to draw 2 cards. Now that's nice that they tried. But you kind of want your tuners. That's Blizzard and Mistral the Silver Shield. So yeah, to play this card you go -1. And you go -1 field advantage. Unless your opponent is about to get rid of all monsters you control, this isn't that good. So it's a no. Now we're going to Delta Curl Anti-Reverse. Love this card. So good. Turn 1, set it. Your opponent sets a bunch of backer, destroy everything. Beautiful. Now, let me read it. Activate only when you control a face-up blackwing monster. If you control exactly 3, this card can be activated from your hand. Destroy all face-down spell and trap cards your opponent controls. Do I need to say more? This card is great, but it's in my side deck right now because I play MSTs. Traps it. That's a card that goes in and out of the main deck. But it gets played. In 2s, in 3s sometimes, never in 1s. Next we have Black Return. Now, activate only when exactly 1 blackwing monster is special summoned by selecting 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Gain life points equal to the attack of that monster, then return it to the hand. Now, this card's absolutely amazing. Your opponent has a giant monster you can't get rid of. Special summon a blackwing, put that back to your opponent's hand, and you kind of live for the rest of your life. Because that's a lot of life points if you need to use this card. Now, I like it a lot. So, this card may see use. You know what, guys? Expect another blackwing video. It's not going to be the average one. It's going to be fun. Tell me what you guys think. Next, we have Black Sonic. When your opponent's monster declares an attack on a blackwing monster you control, banish all face-up attack monsters your opponent controls. If you control exactly 3 and no other monsters, you can activate this card from your hand. I love that they did that, but the fact you have to control the blackwing and your opponent has to attack you, and the fact that you have a bunch of battle traps and collude, your opponent is not going to attack you, especially if you have a blackwing. So, I don't know what I want to do with this card. I really don't. I want to do something with it. I don't know what. But it's going to be something that is going to be going in and out of the deck. It's not in the side deck, it's not in the main deck, but it'll be somewhere. Next we have Blackwing Backlash. Now, activate when your opponent declares a direct attack where you have 5 or more blackwings in your graveyard. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls. This card is beautiful. But the fact that the condition activated is so steep, the fact that you have to have 5 blackwings in your graveyard really sucks. Like, really, really sucks. Because this is like a late game card, and nowadays late game is like turn 3. That's late. So you can't really use this card. But in the next deck I'm going to build Who Cares? So yeah, guys, that's the complete spell and trap card blackwing discussion for this week. Now next week expect a discussion about the synchro monsters that that blackwings have, and then after that expect a video about the different builds for blackwings and what we can do with them, really. Yeah, because there are a bunch of things you can do with blackwings: stun, aggression, defensive, everything really. And if you guys have any suggestions, leave them down below. And expect some Dev Pro videos. Those should be coming today or tomorrow. And it's going to be a fun ride, guys. I'm glad you guys decided to ride it with us. And thank you for joining. Remember to send this to some friends. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Send this to your friends. You know, do whatever. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And as usual, guys, I'll catch you guys later.